Hello everyone, hope you're right. In today's video I'm going to show you how I repot my orchid plant. So this orchid plant I got 2 years ago as far as I remember, and it had flower stalks when I bought it, and then it sent another flower stalk after that, and you can see it is quite root bound now. It is growing, producing new leaves and lots of aerial roots, and it needs repotting. So I was thinking to do it for quite some time now, but I didn't get a chance. So I searched online how to repot the orchids, and it is pretty simple. It seems intimidating, but it is pretty simple. All you need is like a bigger pot and orchid mix, a good orchid mix. So I went to garden center a few weeks back to get some plants for my garden, and from there I got the orchid mix. Basically it's a mix of bark, so you need a good mix of barks for the orchids. You don't use the regular compost which we use for our garden or like other house plants. So it's a mix of bark, and you can see all the instructions at the package. It's pretty simple. All you need is to remove your old orchid from its pot, remove all the old bark, cut out the dead roots, and give it a good wash, and then use a bigger pot, fill it with a little bit of bark, and then put your orchid plant in it, pressing all the roots down, and then fill it with the bark and water it, and that's all. So that's what I'm going to do now. So you can see I have removed all the bark, and it is quite a small pot, not very big. Basically it was the same pot which it came in, and it has been here for 2 years or so. So you can see all these dead roots. There are some healthy roots as well, and some dead roots, and lots of aerial roots. So I'm going to cut out all these dead roots, and then I'm going to give it a good wash. I'm using a clean pair of scissors to do that. So you can see sometimes the roots start dead, but then it produces a fresh root afterwards. But I'm trying to cut all the dead roots. It will take 2 or 3 minutes, so do it carefully. You don't want to cut the healthy roots. So I do want to give a disclaimer here that I'm not an expert on growing orchids. I do like to grow all kinds of plants, and this was my first orchid plant I got, and it only produced flower stalks one times. Afterwards it produced the first one. I know people are expert on growing orchids, and their orchids are flowering all the time. They use orchid feed, and they have pretty good location where the orchids just love it. So I have been struggling to find a good location for it. I got it when I was in my old house. I kept it there, and it was doing quite well there. But when I moved into this house, now I have some windowsills which are quite sunny and bright, and some windowsills which are quite dark. So I'm still struggling to find a good spot for this orchid plant. When I put it in a bright windowsill, I noticed the leaves go all tan, and when I put it in my shady windowsill, it doesn't do anything. So still working on it. It's been a year when I moved into this house, and after that it has produced 2 or 3 sets of new leaves, but not much. So you can see now I have cut all the dead roots. There are only few healthy roots left, and I have given it a good wash, rinsed it all, and now I have got my bigger pot, and it has drainage holes in it. Really important, it needs good drainage. And now I'm going to fill it with this orchid mix, which is basically barks. I was thinking to use the regular bark earlier, but I thought like I'm going to do all this hassle, so just get the good orchid mix anyway. So it's like 4 pounds something for 3 liters, and you can use it like this pot is I think ½ liter. So you can use to do 5 to 6 pots for this orchid mix. I only have one plant, so I don't need a lot at this moment. So you can see I have positioned it with all the roots down. So the aerial roots which were growing upwards, I have moved them down a little bit as well. So I'm trying to leave some aerial roots untouched, and some I moved them down which were quite big. and I'm going to fill around it. So it's positioned in the middle and it's all sitting down there snugly, and give it a shake so it all settles down, no air pockets there, and that's all basically you need to do. I will cut down this old leaf which is turning yellow, so it's quite old leaf, and you can see the new growth coming upwards. So hopefully I can expect another flower stalk coming soon. I'm thinking to get orchid food as well. That helps a lot with flowering orchids. So that's all for repotting orchids. So if you are like me and you are thinking to repot your orchid but not sure about it, so I would say just give it a go. It's not difficult. It's just repotting any other plant like house plant or maybe garden plant. That's what we do. And all you need is a good orchid mix, a good pot with drainage walls, and that's all. Pretty simple, isn't it? So I will update you about it after a few months, and for that you need to keep watching my channel. So I do post regular garden tours and sometimes potting videos as well, and the complete life cycle of plant videos where I show all the steps from seed to harvest. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. See you next time. Bye bye.